When you go down to Deep Elem, put your money in your shoes. Women in Deep Elem got the Deep Elem blues. Oh, sweet mama, your daddy's got them Deep Elem blues. Oh, sweet mama, your daddy's got them Deep Elem blues. Hey, Jeffrey Pepper Rogers back with guitar sessions, and that is Deep Elem Blues, great traditional song played by artists in all kinds of styles, bluegrass, country. It really came to me through the Grateful Dead and their version on the acoustic album Reckoning. So in this lesson, I'm going to teach you an arrangement of Deep Elem Blues, which is inspired by the Dead's version, but not played exactly like them. I'm trying to come up with a way to play it on acoustic guitar solo that really works and sounds complete. Gives some opportunities to add riffs and solos and things. So I'm in a different tuning, and I'll give you the rundown of how all that works. So in this video, I'm going to run through the basics of the song, the chords, the groove, and some of the kinds of riffs. I'm going to play through a full version of the song with a solo, improvised solo in it. Over on Patreon, you can find all the tab and charts for everything that I'm doing, as well as an extended video where I get into more details about the solo and other aspects of the song. So let's dig in. So as I said, what I'm doing here is inspired by the Grateful Dead's version of it, but not exactly like it. So for one thing, they played on Reckoning in the key of E, and I here am playing in the key of D, and I'm also using drop D tuning for reasons I'll get into in a second. So I have changed the key. I like singing this song in D, so I'm going to leave it there. But you could always slap a capo on the 2nd fret if you wanted to raise it up to the Dead's key. The other thing you'll just notice in terms of the feel is that I've made it a little funkier than they played it, just the way I like to hear it. So it's a simple blues, Deep Elem Blues, 1-4-5 chords. So if you were in the key of E, that would be E, A, and B7. And but as I said, I put it in drop D tuning, so I got my 6th string tuned down to D. The reason I'm using drop D is, first of all, I just use drop D all the time. I love it, and I think so many songs are better in drop D. But I play especially a lot of rock and blues kinds of stuff in drop D because you got this kind of drone on the bottom strings you can take advantage of. And but especially in the case of Deep Elem, it makes it possible to play the melody in ways that are a little trickier to do in E. You can do it with more open strings, less fretting. So I take advantage of the open strings, and I just have a little bit more freedom with my fretting hand, but I'll get into all that as we go. So first of all, just the shapes. So 3 chords in this song. A lot of it is just playing a D out of just this one finger shape. I'm just fretting the 3rd string at the 2nd fret, not playing the high strings right there at the moment. That's a D5 chord. It's got 2 notes in it, D, A, D, A. I could add on the 2nd string there at the 3rd fret. I still got a D5. That's one way that I'm playing the D. And then also, if I add my middle finger over there on the 5th string, 3rd fret, then I get a D7. So either including the 2nd string, not including the 2nd string. So I'm going to be using that 7th a lot, along with the D chord. The other way that I'm playing D in this song is actually getting my pinky up here, 5th fret on the 5th string. So that gives me this D, D, D on the bottom. Got a big D drone happening. And then if I fret the third string, I got an A there. But that is just a... I'm really using that sound, that just very driving kind of primal sound of all those D drones going on in the bass. So that's another shape that I'm using. Those are my Ds. On G, because I'm in drop D tuning, to get a low G, I got to go up to the 5th fret on the 6th string. I could just not play the 5th string. I could just mute it. But most of the time, I am fretting the 5th string at the 5th fret. So I got unisons there on my 5th and 4th strings. And mostly I'm playing that G just on those bottom 4 strings. I could fret the 2nd string there, or even the 1st string, but mostly I'm not. A lot of times I'm just holding down these and focusing on the bottom strings. So if I want to add the 7th onto that G, I could grab the 3rd fret on the 4th string, so if I want to, that's a G5, that's a G7. And that's where I'm playing G here, and then we've just got an A, so I'm using a bar shape for A, and mostly just playing it as a 3-string chord, 5, 4, 3, as an A5 chord. Just like that. So 3 chords, dead simple. But the groove that I'm playing, I'll just play it on a D. It's pretty much an improvised thing, but it kind of comes down to this. Think of a drums going boom, 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 like that. That's kind of what I'm trying to do on the guitar. So, starts off with a couple downstrokes there, boom, boom. That would be like, imagining that's your kick drum. And then, boom, boom. That's just a bass note. And then, boom. Hitting across those bottom strings, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Hear that cut off really fast, muted that D, so I'm dropping my fretting fingers down onto the strings to cut off the ringing real quick. That'd be a good starting point. Boom, boom, down, down, boom, boom, down, down, boom, boom, down, down. Can decorate it a little bit more. Ba-dum, ba-dum, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. If I can start to add in a little bit more percussion on the backbeats, 2, 4. On those backbeats, coming down with the pick a little harder on the strings to create a little snap. Get my strings kind of knocking against the fingerboard a little bit. So that's one of the basic grooves that I'm using in this song. Oh, sweet mama. Doing a very similar kind of rhythm. So you can apply that just as a basic rhythm. Now, I'm not going to stick exactly to that. You know, I play this much more by feel. Encourage you to do the same. Just again, imagine you're the drummer, but not playing a totally mechanical beat, but you're just trying to capture that feel. To the G. Added in the 7th there on the G. And then I go to the A. So still applying the same basic rhythm on the A. All those kind of quick muting, so that's really muting with my fretting hand, stopping the ringing of the strings there. A little bit of landing my right hand on here, so I'm doing some muting with this, with my picking hand as well as getting some percussion just from landing on the bridge like that. So really, when I'm singing in this song, I'm keeping the guitar part pretty minimal, just really focusing on like I'm the bass player and the drummer. Like the guitar is not really doing a whole lot here. And let the vocals kind of jump out. But then there's opportunities to sort of add little fills in between vocal lines. So I'm doing that, again, very much of an improvised thing. So one of the things that's great in drop D tuning, these notes at the 3rd fret. On the 6th and 4th strings, you got an F natural at the 3rd fret. And then on the 5th string, that's a C. So these are some of the key blue notes in this key of D. That F is the minor 3rd, the C is the flat 7. So you can really make hay with those. And I have another arrangement that's been out a long time here of New Speedway Boogie that really takes advantage of a lot of this too. These kind of things that you can do in drop D tuning. Super fun and easy to do. So you can just kind of make up patterns using those notes. But one of the things about deep Elem blues in particular is that it actually leans more toward major sounds. The melody really uses that major 3rd. When you go down. So that's playing an F sharp there in the melody. One of the things in blues is always sort of the tension and playing around between the minor 3rd and the major 3rd. That's a big part of the sound of the blues right there. So in this tuning on the guitar, you've got your minor 3rd there and your major 3rd 1 fret up. So in this melody and on the guitar can really use kind of sliding from the minor 3rd up to the major 3rd. You can hear that's what the melody is doing. When you go down. So you can kind of make up riffs using that slide from the minor 3rd up to the major 3rd. On the 6th string. A lot of the riffs and things that I'm using here are just based on that little slide between the minor 3rd and the major 3rd, which would be F natural, F sharp, and using the 7th, which is that C note on the 5th string. So a lot of things you'll hear me doing in the full version of this are sort of adding little bass runs and riffs that are kind of based on those sounds. So, as I said, that F natural, F sharp is on the 6th string. It's on the 4th string. It's also on the 1st string. So there's another slide from the 1st fret up to the 2nd fret. That's another place to play that same riff an octave higher. So that's another idea that I'll use in this song as I go along, and I'm kind of making up some little riffs and things to put in between vocal lines. So I'm just going to give the full song a whirl here, and then over on Patreon you can find, as I said, the tab and charts for everything, as well as an extended video where I'm going to get into the intro and solo and a little bit more about that. So check it out. 1, 2, 3. Down to Deep Elem, put your money in your shoes. Women in Deep Elem, they got them Deep Elem blues. Oh, sweet mama, your daddy's got them Deep Elem blues. Oh, sweet mama, your daddy's got them Deep Elem blues. Once I knew a preacher, preached the Bible through and through. He went down to Deep Elem, now his preaching days are through. Oh, sweet mama, your daddy's got them Deep Elem blues. Oh, sweet mama, your daddy's got them Deep Elem blues. Down to Deep Elem, put your money in your socks. The redheads in Deep Elem will put you on the rocks. Oh, sweet mama, your daddy's got them Deep Elem blues. Oh, sweet mama, your daddy's got them Deep Elem blues. Go down to Deep Elem to have a little fun. Have your $50 ready when the policeman comes. Oh, sweet mama, your daddy's got them Deep Elem blues. Oh, sweet mama, your daddy's got them Deep Elem blues. Go down to Deep Elem, put your money in your shoes. Ladies in Deep Elem, they got them Deep Elem blues. Oh, sweet mama, your daddy's got them deep blues. Oh, sweet mama, your daddy's got them deep blues. Oh, sweet mama, your daddy's got them deep Elem blues.